morning. I want to welcome you all to my space, and I want to celebrate you today. And the intention of this yoga is to get your hormones back in balance. In the crazy doings of life and eating and drinking and everything we're exposed to, our hormones often get imbalanced. So yoga is one way to restore some of those systems, and it's also a way to bring union between the mind and the body. Many people will say, I don't know how to meditate. Yoga is a great way to start because in your asanas and in your holds, you focus on the breath, and your mind does tend to quit thinking about the world. So let's gather together. We're going to do a short practice, and my intention today is to give love and be love, and then receive love. So it's all about the heart today. So we're going to sit, and we're going to start, and it's probably going to be about 15, 20 minutes at most. We're going to lie down first. I usually use a mat when I go to the studio or someplace in public, but at home, I oftentimes just use a nice blanket because I love the feel of a soft blanket under me. And that's allowed. There's no judgment in yoga. So use what you want and feel comfortable. That's the most important thing. Make your body and your mind feel comfortable and at ease. So let's start with getting grounded by just lying down on our backs. And I want you just to rest everything and simply focus on the breathing. The diaphragm going in and out. The belly rising and falling in rhythm with your breath. It's a beautiful thing. So call this getting grounded. Getting grounded is just feeling the presence of your body against the floor, your feet. Knowing you are connected to the universe and to all. Breathe in and breathe out. If you had a stressful week, I invite you to blow it out like through a straw. Breathe in, breathe out. And we're going to start with a move that most people know as hip raises. There is a yoga term to it. It is Hatha. But we will just raise the hips now, and I want you to bring the hands right behind the heels, or as close to the heels as you can. They're laying straight, and you're going to go ahead and raise the hips slowly. And once you get to the top, we're going to hold, keep breathing. And then gently, on the out breath, bring it down slowly. One vertebra at a time. It's like you're carefully resting your butts out between those hands again and relaxing the spine. And again, on the in-breath, we go up. Chin is into the chest. Keep breathing. On an out-breath, release. And once again, in-breath. Hold. And release. It's good for shaping the buttocks and giving our body more shape. Now we're going to pull the knees into the chest. Let's just pull them in. Give yourself a nice hug. And then we're going to rock up to seated. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. All right. Now I'm going to have you go to your hands and knees. You'll be looking at me from the side. Now I have kind of a bulky shirt on, but on this one we're going to do cat-cow. Often that's how it's expressed. But on the in-breath, you're going to be a cow. And on the out-breath, we're going to take the shape of a cat. And we're going to flow with that, with the breath. In and out. Keep breathing in and out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and breath out. One more time, breath in and breathe out. You should feel some relaxation in the neck. Now we're going to take the right leg and I want you to take the knee and put it in front. This is called reclined pigeon. And we're first going to stay upright on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, I want you to let it all go. Now, some people will have trouble accessing this, and if you do, a suggestion is to take a pillow or a block, a yoga block, and rest it under your bun on the right side. Sometimes that helps lift. A block's going to give you more lift because some of you are going to really feel this in your butt. But breathe into it, okay? As much as you can possibly breathe into it. We're also stretching the front, the hip flexion on the left side. So this is a big stretch. Keep breathing. And then we're going to slowly come up. When we're dealing with the spine, I don't like to make a lot of fast movements unless you're a real experienced yogi. But come up and in-breath and sigh it out. Then we're going to close the mouth again and we'll just bring the left over top of the right, okay? So you're just taking the left over the right. Now some of you may be here and that's fine. Some of you are going to be able to go down further. Wherever you're at, we're going to take our left hand to our left knee or right under the knee and use it as a fulcrum, and we're going to turn look behind us. And breathe. Remember to breathe. This is a more difficult place to breathe, but you'll notice that you have more space on the out breath, so try to twist a little further. What we're doing is we're really giving the spine more opening and allowing more nutrients and oxygen to flow in. And come back to middle. Our spine needs taking care of. And we'll go ahead and come back to cat and cow. So come to your knees again and your hands. And on the in-breath, cow. And on the out-breath, cat. In. And out. One more time. In. And out. Now we're going to take the other leg, since we got two sides, and we're going to take the left knee, and bend that leg, and place the right directly behind you. Okay, once you stretch up, you're going to feel that in that right hip flexor, and breathe. And again, on the out breath, we're going to come down. Again, if you have trouble accessing this, use your block on that left hip or a pillow or whatever helps you to get into the asana, the pose. And breathe. It's important that you don't forget to breathe, because we want to bring all that oxygen into that tight muscle and open it up. Nice, easy breaths. And let's go ahead and come back up. Stretch up on the breath in. And then we're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left this time. And this time you will take your right hand, right knee, and you're going to reach back and then look behind you. Left hand is back here, supporting you on the floor. And you're breathing while looking back. And come back to neutral. Slowly. All right. Those are big stretches, so give yourself a pat on the back if you stayed with all of that. One more time, we're going to do cat and cow. In breath and out breath. In and out. And now I want you just to rest in child's pose. I'm going to stretch my legs apart so that we can keep them together. And let's just feel our shoulders and our arms and our underarms. Big stretch. Stretch it out. Keep breathing. In and out. And then let's come back up. That should have felt really good for your back. Make sure you always keep your tummy is being tucked naturally with the breath, and there's some rounding of that spine. All right. Then we're going to go, we're going to stand up now. We haven't been doing that, but we're going to stand up. And you don't even have to come all the way up. We're going to do the forward fold here, so if you want to stay down, you may. If you want to come back up first, roll it up slowly. Take a deep breath in, and forward fold. Now on this, you want your weight evenly distributed and on both feet. You want to kind of feel those surfaces hit and are grounded. And I'm just going to do my genie move, my crossed arms. And I'm going to just let my head hang. Now your knees can be bent here. You know, if that straight knee doesn't have to be straight, you can bend the knees. And in fact, when I was working on my flexibility, I usually did keep my knees bent. And then as I got more flexible, I was able to straighten it more. But just keep them flexed. That's fine. This is also referred to as ragdoll. Now you can deepen the stretch by actually clasping the hands. And on this move, you're not only getting that big, delicious hamstring stretch, lower back stretch, but you're getting a huge chest opener here. And breathe. And then slowly, we'll put the hands back down. And we're going to roll up very, very slowly. One vertebra at a time. If you can imagine them starting to stack up in the back. Oh, that was beautiful. Great job. Now we're going to do Tadasana. And Tadasana is simply your mountain pose. And mountains are tall and proud. So be tall and proud here. And breathe. We're going to do a little breathing exercise here. And this breathing exercise is to just de-stress. And it goes like this. You're going to breathe in. And you're going to breathe out on the exhale. And bend the knees. Now, you don't want to be over the knees. You want to have your butt back like you're sitting in a chair. And then we're going to breathe in. And breathe out. Focus on the breath. Hold the breath every time a bit at the end of your series. So, for instance, we're going to breathe in, hold as you bend. Breathe out. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, going down. How are we doing? Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Arms back down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. This calms the mind because we're just focusing on that breath. And again, yoga really is just about union of the mind and the body. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in. And on the bend, breathe out. Breathe in. lot of times I'll close my eyes when I'm doing my asanas or poses, and that's just because I'm just so focused on internal wellness. And that's where you start to learn to give the brain a break from all the busyness. So flow with it and feel like you don't have to be anywhere else, because you are very much getting a great workout for your mind and your body and your hormone system. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and go back down to the ground, and we're going to do elevation of the hips. Elevation of the hips is something that is great to bring flow back down. Usually we're standing upright or we're laying horizontal, but not often do we bring our legs up. And that just allows the circulation and the flow and the oxygen and the nutrients to just circulate, and opens up, and it allows just your body to have more flow, more energy, and who doesn't want that? So I want you to go ahead and come down, and let's go ahead and do the rock again. So rock and roll a little bit, in, out, in, out. Good. Now, I use a block. You can use your hands. A pillow, if you have a very firm pillow, that might work too. Some of you may want the support of a wall, and if that is the case, you want to shimmy your rear up to a wall. Make sure your buttocks is right next to the wall in doing so. So there's several ways to do it, just according to, where you're at. So find what's comfortable, but on this next roll, I'm going to tuck this block underneath my hips and show. And so I roll, I tuck the block really just right on that way lower back, just above the sacrum. And again, if you practice at this, you'll be able to let go of that block. If not, it's okay. If it doesn't feel good, keep moving it around a bit until you find a position where you feel restful, and then just rest and breathe. Take at least 6 deep breaths here. And once you've at least taken 6 deep breaths, we'll remove the block. And now we're going to just relax in Shavasana. Shavasana is just total relaxation for the body. Keep breathing in and out. You want to make sure that your back can feel the floor or the blanket or whatever's beneath you. And just relax. And breathe. Shavasana is a great way to end practice. Calms the body, calms the mind. Feel the air. comfortable for you, I'll roll towards the camera. And you're going to bring yourself back up to seated. Once in seated, thank yourself for doing the work today. Thank your body for the hard work it did. And love yourself really well so you can love others well. The highest and brightest in me celebrates the highest and brightest in you. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more.